Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 Digital League Season 9 battle. This is Early Middle Ages Division A. I have the Byzantines versus Arab allies, and Constantine has the Vikings in Ireland with Irish allies. So this should be interesting for multiple reasons. One, he kicked my ass last season in our late antiquity game. Two, I played the Vikings in Ireland last Early Middle Ages season to have my worst section that I've ever played in the league. And I did fight Byzantines twice with them. I won one match and lost the other. So, we'll see what I can do. The terrain is... It's actually not bad for him, because I have such a superiority in cavalry if I want to use it. Okay. We'll want the Dailami impact foot to try to occupy this rough ground. And veteran Dailami foot for the rough. Same with our Bedouins. Light javelin men to contest the forest. Very good. Okay. Then what? What can he bring? Light javelin men, slingers, fair number of light archers, which he will bring. Medium foot, offensive shield walls, armored heavy foot. Okay. I'm going to grab the 3 units of thematic lancers and archers. I'm also going to max out on light infantry. And bring some massed archers as well. Alright. 450 points remaining. What do I do with that? Bedouin light horse. I believe the Vikings in Ireland list gets no light cavalry. Yep, so we'll try to exploit that. Then, what? Lots of rough ground. We can shoot into it at least. Let's grab more tagmatic lancers and archers. Cleave on a FoGII. And 240 points remaining. More tagmatic lancers and archers. Then probably some scutatoi for backup. Bring my own offensive shield wall and some raw scutatoi and archers. Okay, it's a small and expensive army, but hopefully we can use the lancers to do a lot of zone of control locking. Or something. Is it too small and expensive? It might be. Let's grab Bedouin cavalry instead for some of these zone of control locks. And then I should probably bring more infantry. In reserve. And help occupy this hill. There we go. Commands. It's mostly okay. There we go. And we'll see how he deploys and move accordingly. Constant says, hello, I like the Byzantine army. I hesitated to choose it. It was my strongest opponent last season. Macedonzix was his opponent. Klibanophodoi are pure beasts and Skutatai are better than they seem. Let's see what they can do in your expert hands. Alright, pressure's on then. I've got to perform. It is a gigantic massive light infantry. Huskarls in the center. We have Lancers pretty well positioned to zone of control lock them. Right. Okay. Dailami foot to that rough ground. Skutatoi forward. Lancers. And Lancers to the flank. Send our lights forward to take a look at what else he's got, if anything. I think there's one or two in here, but I don't think so. Very good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the outer effective range of his skirmishers. And we will need our own light javelin here to join in. Okay. Otherwise, the skirmishers will need to screen the cavalry and not get in the way of the Skutatoi. Okay. Let's call that good for now. Next turn. Pretty dense formation that he's maintaining, so let's keep trying to get around with our light cavalry. Very good. Turn and face. Okay, now I have a decision to make. I can occupy this nice high rough ground and even follow it up, but if I do so, these units are going to be isolated. I'll have to either pull the line forward and support, which I don't really want to do, or I could condense my formation, which I also don't really want to do. So I think I will take the slight risk of occupying this ground. We'll move support into range. So now I might be starting to be at risk over here. We'll need to be ready to shift light archers to the right. With that in mind, I'm going to draw this offensive shield wall, turn the Scutatoid archers so that they can get into place in line and get more bows ready. There we go. So hopefully he advances and we can wrap while not collapsing on the right. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's a lot of firepower that he's got up front. Next turn. Alright, this has begun. We'll see if it was a mistake. Might need to encourage a little bit of forward movement here. He's hanging back, but he can't hang back forever, and this hill's too narrow to stand on or to advance over, really, so I'm not that concerned yet. Get the Scutato and archers over, and what? Turn this offensive shield wall and start marching them over as well. I'm a bit tempted to charge here, but then I'm afraid we pursue somewhere we didn't want to go. Let's see. Keep getting behind. Maybe not. That's good for now. And we'll need more archers over there. I don't think I can hold back any longer, actually. I think I have to start putting pressure on to take pressure off my right. So let's pop out and say hello. Look at all these tempting targets. Final decision, do I want to move here and start opening fire at the cost of casualties? I think I do. Okay, good enough for now. Next turn. Okay, he's going to try to defend this part of the hill. which means we will have to push. The Dailami veterans will have to engage the picked Irish foot. Alright. So, how do we do this? Held firm. How bad is this? It's pretty bad. Get in the rough with the Dailami. Then what? Lock them in. Good. Keep these back. We might have to fall back here after all. And wait, it's going to be a difficult game of trying to prevent all of these Huskarls from engaging on our infantry at once. We're going to lose a unit here and there, like this one, while we attempt to push forward on his weaker right wing. That is going to mean risking some fire on our cavalry from the skirmishers, but hopefully, as long as we're pushing up with the Scutatoi at the same time, we should be able to prevent too much disruption. Next turn, and I just heard a rally on the light archers, no big deal. He might force me to come down off this hill. Alright, that's unfortunate, and we're just going to suffer. And sometimes that's what life is. Should just bounce that. Yep. Okay, now we can really get to work. Move up into range with our Roskotatoi. Let's see if we can start off with a disrupt. Good. Get closer. And you know what? Let's just start. Get closer. And closer. Good. Now what? Lock in the Huskarls with our FoGII. Then I'm tempted to do this because then we might just end up here, but we could also end up somewhere completely fucking awful. So we're not going to do that as much as I would like to. Instead, we're going to win the skirmish. Good. Lock them back in. And too bad. Keep losing this terribly, but not yet. Good. Is that the best we can do here? Shuffle back around this way. Meantime, lock in these Huskarls with our thematic Lancers and Archers. While this lot can just chill here, threaten a flank attack, and thus delay the charge. He'll next lock us in with picked Irish foot, which that'll be annoying because then we can't flank, but then we can riddle these unarmored troops with arrows. In the meantime, we get a free round of shooting. Alright, what else? You got driven off. Back. Too early to tell. This is looking a bit rough. This is looking promising, although he will be defending the hill the whole time. Constantine says he's too damn slow on his left. Maybe. I hope so. I mean, that's gonna get awkward. Bounce that. And he did that as out of control block as predicted. Good, we're winning the skirmisher push. If I charge, they might evade, which would get us out of this situation at least. Okay, well... Turn. Very good. Now we have to consider what to do. We'll have to accept the total loss of this flank, so we're not going to try to get more men up this hill. Interesting. We might disrupt when this unit breaks, but I'm going to take that risk. Then what? How bad is this? We would actually probably win in the long run. Well, we can consider that in a little bit. In the meantime, Irish footwear, no armor, so we can start working on them. Very good. All right. No armor again. Good. Do we charge? I think we can just stand, frag them next turn, and then charge. Yeah. Meanwhile, inflict some casualties, and then... Alright, you've all moved. You shuffle off to the left flank. And advance. Right, push this. Now we could come down. But I don't really want to do that. I think instead we move here. The next turn we turn and shoot. Yep. I can assist our fleeing cavalry. Okay, so now I have to decide, do I want to keep locking this unit in? Do I want to break through by charging the archers? Probably end up somewhere over here. I'm not actually sure if that's ideal. Or do we just hammer them? It's an option too. If we break this unit, we could start rampaging. Cut the recording and think about it. Okay, we're just gonna go for the break. Which they didn't. The thing is, I'm not that worried because if we free this unit up, there's still plenty of lancers to try to lock them in around, protecting our infantry. Next turn, I just heard a rally horn. Just on some lights again. Alright, do we disrupt? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now we can't fall back. But again, the loss of the right was kind of expected at this point. Good. They had no impact because they were attacking lancers. It's also no surprise there. I know I'm being kind of sanguine for being down 7-0 for starters, but I think it's not unjustified. Wonder why he didn't charge here. I don't think there's any compelling reason not to. Lock in these Huskarls again. Very good. Alright, now what? Do we dare? Why should we when we can just shoot? Good. Herd these guys along. And now we push with our medium foot. These Gutatoi, what do we do here? Yeah, I don't think we want to push here because then we can get charged downhill. And why bother when we can nibble at the edges? This is bad, but not bad yet. Catch them. Good. These guys are doomed. They're just completely doomed. Let's slow down more units though. Alright, we're down 7-3, and that's unfortunate. However, we've got a good thing going here. If we can keep it up, we might be able to wrap kind of this sector up due to the lack of armor by these Irish foot. And once we have taken this hill, we should be in a pretty good place to hold off his remaining infantry. I mean, it's a little bit early to be talking about victory, but I don't think we're in a bad way. Next turn. Well, hopefully they come back soon. Well, they're doomed, but at least they're going to absorb a lot of arrows for us. Should bounce that. And a disruption. Excellent. Alright. Very good. Good. Held firm. Too bad. See if we break through. Good. Held firm, held firm. Try again. Held firm again. Too bad. Very well. Well, goodbye our poor doomed lights then. Also rather worried about this, but even if our right wing collapse continues, we can hold the rough with our massed muscle marchers while continuing our push. So, it's not looking completely wonderful, but if the Klebanophoroi and our Tagmatic Lancers come back into the action soonish, still have a good chance. I have tempted to fall back and take the cohesion check for that. Let's do it. Lucky us. Next turn, the Scutator can run away over here, maybe. Onward. Constantins is an epic light fight in the south. Unfortunately, no impact on the main fight. Yeah, this is pretty absurd. I can't win it, but I can absorb missiles. Held firm. Too bad. I mean, honestly, if all these units are busily shooting at not my cavalry, I am okay with this. Not my non-light cavalry, that is. Okay. Alright then. Can we frag this unit? No, because we're running low on arrows. Do we care enough to do anything about it? Also, no, we don't. How's that? It's good. We're going in. Next up, we're going to try to cut up this picked Irish foot. Good. Bedouin foot to the flank to pin them again. Throw in a few more arrows here. Impact charge. Good. Finish it. Next turn we flank. How's this? It's good enough as long as they remain disrupted. And we can always have someone come help them, maybe. You? If we did that, they would run off the field, which I don't really like. I think I prefer to keep this under control, and worst case scenario, lose some raw Scutatoian archers, which... who cares? Alright. Meantime, arrows. Even at low ammo, they'll break eventually. And withdraw out of cohesion check range for this unit breaking. This unit will follow soon. But, that being said, we'll be kind of defending this hill if things go on at this rate. So what do? Maybe you're not good for anything else. Or we could circle them around here. We might need them. I think that's what we do. It's kind of long-term thinking, not really a thing I do too much, but rather than save this unit, I think I need to get more cavalry on this wing. Alright, go back. You're dead. Go die. You're also dead. Sorry. No chance of really auto-breaking any of these guys. Is what it is. Goodbye. Alright. Harass the cavalry or withdraw? Let's withdraw. And how bad will this be? Very bad indeed. Okay, now it's still very even, but we are about to clean this and this up. And we are weakening this unit quite a bit. So I think we're looking pretty good. And a standoff across the two hills unfortunately would free up his skirmishers to do some work. But we do have all these integrated bows to shoot back with if it comes down to that. Next turn. Yep, goodbye to all of my lights. Now we're down 4. Bounced. Ooh. Now that could create some problems for us. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's not what we need right now. Alright, it's time for a rescue mission. Good. Okay, we ride to the main battle. And our... yeah, why not? And our light horse will just cover the advance. Okay, what can we do? Going in for that automatic drop. Then, instead of taking the easy way, well, let's see how this goes first. Good. This is very awkward. Lock them in. Fall back. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to get hacked up. See if they break. You see if they break. Good. How is this then? It's acceptable. From our elite, they could very well rally. Meantime, get our lights forward and get ready to continue the incessant battle against his massive horde of lights. Most of them still have plenty of ammunition. Even again. Still pursuers, aren't they? Yeah. Okay. Alright, what do we think? This is terrible, but we're still working on these Huskarls, and next turn we should be able to get a flank attack off on them. This frag unit will break, which could also help us here. And we have more solid units on the way. But I'm still concerned because he's got 3 intact units of heavy infantry and a swarm of lights to work with. Next turn, and it looks like his Huskarls rallied up to steady. Too bad. Doesn't change the fact that they've been shot up quite badly, though. Held firm. That's a shame. Yeah, this is about to be extremely irritating. That's excellent. Alright, our tanks are back in action. Good. Not as nice. Do we... No, let's use him on the offensive spearman. And let's pile on. Good. Now, do we keep shooting or do we pin ourselves in and charge? Well, we're going to shoot at least a little bit. Let this unit break. Okay, then we're going to pin ourselves in, charge, so that they... this is hideous. Ugh, maybe we don't. I'm afraid we'll disrupt if we do this. Nah, just screw it. Ugh. Alright, we gotta take one more round of melee before we disrupt them. Because they can't block us by charging this unit, because we have this tile zone of control locked by our scutatoi and archers. Okay. This unit's gonna get ready to turn and fight. I haven't decided which side yet. Okay, here he's offered me a choice. I can either keep moving towards the main battle, or just kill these light javelinmen right now, and then pursue off the battle. It's a difficult choice. Given that these cavalry can block my movement anyway, though, I think I will elect to just kill these guys. Good. Try a charge? Try a charge. Okay. Next up. Depending on where we move, this could be a bad uphill engagement for us. Alright, we ignore their lights and engage them with our own lights. Just cause a break and cohesion checks. Good. We're still going to lose this, I think, due to numbers, but as long as we can stop them from shooting up our cavalry, that's fine. Alright, we are up a whole 5%, and we're about to lose another infantry unit. Well done for the next flanking on my general. I wasn't able to counter. What is he talking about? Oh, that. Yeah. Well, we'll see if I pay a price and disruption for it, though. It's still possible. Yeah, there's that height. At least we fell back without losing cohesion. Right, hopefully these Tagmatic Lancers and Archers will come back soon. I think the return chance is 5% a turn, so the odds aren't great. Did disrupt. Oh! I'll have to look it up and see if it really is 5%. If it is, that was exceptional. Not sure though. Held firm. It's a height 50. Let's do it. Just go in. Held firm and push back, and then next turn we flank. Let's see, where can they go? They could. He could set it up so that I got flanked, but that should cover it. Although my thematic lancers won't enjoy themselves much there. Held firm. Disrupted. Alright. Excellent. Oh! They stuck? Oh, they're forced to stick by the shield wall. Do I climb uphill to gain the height advantage or stand back to gain another turn? I think I'll just climb up. Okay, you get out of the way so we can fall back. Do we fall back? Yes, we do. Then we set up a flank for next turn. Sure, waste some arrows. At this point, I don't care. Oh yeah, this whole irrelevant mess. I'm bound to lose this. But how long can I make it take? Good? No, none of it's good. Could just fall back. Yeah, we'll fall back. We can even bring up the Raskutato to just support here. They're only 27 points. They actually cost less than a unit of light archers. This is terrible. Maybe we can fluke kill the general. You never know. Okay, so that's the situation. We're finally starting to gain this ledge. We're going to finish off these Huskarls hopefully soon, although I'm afraid of our Bedouin foot just breaking. If we're going to finish off the shield wall as well without great loss, we should be in a good way to kind of work our way around. But bad things can still happen, especially here and here, and that unit is doomed. Next turn. Go, auto break. Right then. We're gonna get this flank in. Good. Do I even want to do that? I guess I do. We'll see where that takes me. Why is this so bad? Troop quality and uphill and combat strength modifier. Alright, fair enough. That's why it's so bad. Good. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, this unit is going to turn, try to leave. And this unit we're going to need joining in the battle line. Ah, yes, you're back. Assault completely ineffectual. How are we looking? Good. We need to break these two units and hope none of these superior fleet units rally. So we still got some work to do, but we do have the advantage. Alright, next turn. Another zone of control lock there. Excellent. Good. Tough units. Alright, let's... Oh, how's this? Also terrible. This unit's in greater peril. Okay. Auto brakes to 26. So without rallies, that would be it. Keep the pressure on. No check. Good. Keep riding to the rescue. Here we go. How close are they? Not close enough that we can actually break them. Let's charge downhill. Alright, let's see if that wrapped it up. Okay, well done, thanks for the game. Although, that's under 25% now. Ooh. No, thank you. $24. Nope, we fight on. Okay. How bad? Could be worse. Is that advisable yet? I would say it is. Huh. What would the charge chance be? Poor. Why? Quality. Doesn't matter though, because we can lock them in here. How is that? Good enough. Push with the Dailami. Turn in face. And the Bedouin foot as well. Okay, and do we shoot or charge? I think we must charge. Well, that's so much easier to just stand back and not even take the risk. Okay, this whole situation. Give chase. Nope. Okay, I guess we fight on then, thanks to the rally. But not for long, I think. Next turn. Ah, they held firm. Too bad. Alright. Back there. Just how bad is this? Not ideal. We should try to frag this unit and break it right away. How bad is this? We can only save one. Save this one. I was hoping they'd ride more that way, but so it goes. We are going to push past so that when we break, the medium foot can reoccupy the ground. If it ends up mattering. Which it very well may not. It's going to then. Fragged. We are at 60, so that might be it. Depending. Guess rejoin the main battle. Ugh, completely unable to use these guys. I guess they've kept multiple units occupied, and I should be pleased with that. Okay, let's see if that does indeed end it. Okay, hard fought with the rallies and all, but we've finally reached the end. Right then. So I'm not doing great in quite a few of my matches as Byzantines this season, and yet I won here. And it's not because Constantine is not a good player. He thoroughly kicked my ass in our last Digital League match in late antiquity last season. So I think the difference is this Vikings and Ireland list. And I would know because I used them in early Middle Ages for Season 8. I got 2 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses, and I suspect Constantine will do better than that at least. It's a list that looks good on the surface. You've got all these offensive spearmen, which they're perfectly respectable heavy infantry. The Huscarls are a superior armored heavy foot, heavy weapon, very tough. You've got a swarm of light infantry, and you have respectable superior cavalry, although they are light spear armed. But there are 2 big problems with the list that really drag it down. One, no light cavalry whatsoever. Light cavalry is what you use to control the battlefield. I didn't really pull off any spectacular charges with my light cavalry, but they kept his light infantry distracted, and it would have been a disaster had I been getting disrupted by them or having to waste arrows on them instead of the main line. Further, the Huscarls are good, but they're 72 points. Compare that to the Andalusian or the Arab conquest lists or the various lists that use those as allies and have access to veteran Muslim spearmen. That's a superior offensive spear unit that only costs 54 because it's protected instead of armored. And honestly, if you're fielding 5 Huscarls, 72 versus 54, I mean, that's a good 90 points more that you're spending on the same number of units as the equivalent 5 veteran Muslim spearmen. 90 points is a lot. I mean, that's 2 more shield walls, it's some cavalry, it's 3 light archers, it's all kinds of things that you could be using. And the other difficulty, without lancers, the Huscarls often spend battles staring at cheaper lancers, just zone of control locking them, or pelting them with arrows in this case. The thematic lancers and archers are 58, 56, something like that. They're cheaper. And of course, you can even lock these guys with 36 point Bedouin cavalry. So the problem was that the Viking list is fine defending terrain, but the problem is because of the lack of light cavalry, it's often forced into moving and attacking anyway. Now, another good reason, theoretically, to pick this list, it's the later Vikings in Ireland. Does it tell us here? Yep. To 1049 is that they bring Irish allies instead of Scots-Irish. So instead of your irregular foot trash medium foot, they get Irish foot or superior picked Irish foot. These are unarmored heavy weapon troops. They're really solid medium foot, but they get shot up by arrows, and also in exchange, the later list uses heavy weapon Huscarls instead of spear, and spear halves infantry swordsman POA or eliminates cavalry swordsman POA if steady, with the exception of the cataphracts who still get 50. So what seems like an upgrade is actually kind of a downgrade in a way. I would argue that the spear-armed Huscarls are a better unit. But yeah, the main downfall is expensive elites, no light cavalry, and that leads to situations like this, where I was able to zone of control lock with my cavalry, pour in arrows with the Scutatoi, that if he had only been able to get to grips with them, he could have overrun, being only 50% spearmen. Now, he did do good damage because I probably was over ambitious trying to hold this hill as well, and he just murdered everyone on it. And my lights suffered to his swarm of lights, which I'm only now overcoming. But still, this was always going to be a hard battle for him, and I am curious to see how much better than I did he does in Season 9 using this Viking army. So a good game to Constantine, as always, and until next time.